Hey, your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that we are trying a new pilot of sorts of live Q&A for lunchtime with myself on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably will give it a go for about an hour. We'll see how it goes, if it can go longer than that. If no one's around to watch it, I'll just give you a little bit of um, any kind of information sharing tips I have for that day. Although I think our regular 9 a.m. share is going to be coming out as well. But anyway, I hope to see you there. And another reminder that we have our membership benefactor system that you can join if you want to be a benefactor and receive some of the perks that you get with that at the various levels. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Bye. Good morning. This is in response to, I think, Donald. You were asking about if you can work and to what extent if you're collecting retirement at 62. Okay, so this is going to actually apply to everyone up to the age of, up to the year you're going to turn full retirement. And there's a slightly different rule, but let's just get into this. There is an earnings limit when you are collecting early retirement because in theory, you're supposed to be retired to a certain extent, but they recognize, of course, that a lot of seniors uh, who are retired also like to work part-time and make some extra money while they still can. So I'm going to attach the page where the SSA gives its layperson explanation of this, but let's get into it. They do discuss how you can collect Social Security retirement benefits and work at the same time. But if you are younger than full retirement age and make more than the yearly earnings limit, they will reduce the benefits. And then starting with the month you turn full retirement age, there will be no reduction from that point on going forward, no matter how much you earn. So this is why we have some older than 67s who work full time, and they work full time. They don't need to collect their retirement at all, but you'll see that they have, gosh, nothing to gain by going past age 70 and not collecting. But the benefit of waiting from 67 to 70 is pretty huge. I want to say it's over 30% more. I don't know the exact amount. I know I did the math a few years ago in a video where um, we actually showed the differences in the with an actual person's numbers. Of course, the person was not named. There was a little pseudonym of someone in my family. Um, and where those benefits would be had the person waited to 70, 67, 62. Big, huge difference. Okay. That said, here's how they do it with there is an earnings limit, and we'll get to that in fact, in 2025, the earnings limit when you are under full retirement for the entire year and you work, the earnings limit is 23,400 for 2025. So you can have a pretty robust part-time job earning, in the low 20s and not have any repercussions on your early retirement benefit. And in fact, as an aside, if for those that maybe had weaker lifetime earnings, maybe you had some years where you didn't work for whatever reason. Some people stayed home when they had their kids and they stayed home for 15 years. Those, you make a $20,000 a year while collecting early retirement, you are going to be changing, even though you're collecting early retirement and getting that discounted amount as a result, you will, in theory, potentially be affecting your benefit rate incrementally because now every year they recalculate, right? And now you've got a $20,000 earning year that's going to replace one of those zeros that used to be in your top 35. So there is that too. Any questions on what I'm just talking about now? I know we have videos on these various aspects of how work goes into calculating your benefit amount. Okay, so for 2025, if you're under full retirement year, you can make up to $23,400 with no repercussions on your right to early retirement. In the year you reach, and by the way, if you did go over that limit, they will deduct $1 from your benefit payments for every $2 you earn above that limit. So if you earned $23,500, they're going to reduce you by 50 bucks because you went 100 bucks over. Okay. In the year you reach full retirement age, they deduct $1 in benefits for every $3 you earn above the different limit. But we only count earnings before the month you reach your full retirement age. Because remember what I said, the month you turn full retirement age, no holds bar, you can earn whatever you can. And here's another difference with the month that the year that you are going to be turning full retirement age, that $23,400 completely changes. That limit changes to 62,160 that you can earn while still collecting that early retirement. Okay. And again, the month you reach full retirement age, there's going to be no repercussions. You can earn as much as you wish. They throw a few calculators in here, guys. There's the retirement age calculator to find your full retirement age based on your date of birth, in case you were unaware of what your full retirement age is. Eventually, it's all going to be 67, but for now, there's 66 and change it was like a progressive thing over many years. I think by the time I hit it, it will be 67 myself. They also have a retirement earnings test calculator to find out how much your benefits will be reduced for taking early retirement. So again, I'm going to link this web page in the comments, probably in the description. It'll say like reference, and then that'll be the link. Because there's a lot of stuff in the description. There's a ton of little blurbs and links and such on other things not specific to this video. They note that when they figure out how much to deduct from your benefits, they're going to count only the wages you make from your job or your net earnings if you're self-employed. That includes bonuses, commissions, and vacation pay. They do not count pensions, annuities, investment income, interest, veterans benefits, or other government or military retirement benefits. And the point is well taken because some people are concerned about their overall income, and that's not what they're looking at. It's your working income, the one that kind of, if it goes too high, sorry, I'm just trying to get my seat moved around. We've been moving around the office a little bit. You want to focus only on your work stuff. The other income is not going to be affecting your early retirement, or whether you have to pay any of it back. And note too, when you pay back, if you did go over the limit in early retirement, and they're going to say you now have an overpayment because you weren't entitled to that entire early retirement check. When it gets reduced, that very, very minutely but incrementally also affects your end benefit rate for once you hit full retirement age. Because now you didn't take as much early retirement, however, incrementally. And sometimes your whole entire early retirement check is wiped out, right? Because it's depending how much you earn. So it will positively affect your benefit amount down the road if you do get nailed with working too much in early retirement and having an overpayment that has to be paid back. It'll come out the top somehow, but your benefit amount is going to incrementally be higher than it would have been if you were stuck with the full, say, age 62, I took early retirement amount. So it all evens out mathematically wise. So it's not necessarily a horrible thing if you work more than the amount that will cause an offset with your early retirement, because that's going to come catch you on the backside. Does that make sense? I'll see if they mention it in here. They do talk about how your benefits may increase when you work. As long as you continue to work, this is how they explain. Even if you are receiving benefits, you will continue to pay Social Security taxes on your earnings. However, we will check your record every year to see whether the additional earnings you had will increase your monthly benefit. If there is an increase, we will send you a letter telling you of your new benefit amount. And again, they recalculate these every year, guys. So they check to see if we are working, even if we're retired, and then they do the recalculation. And your benefit is never going to go down. It can only go up as a result. Or stay the same, depending. When you're ready to apply for retirement benefits, they remind us to use our online retirement application system, which is the quickest, easiest, and most convenient way to apply. I think that would be largely true. I would definitely do it online. You might have to provide documents later to prove who you are, when you were born, that you are legally present, all that kind of stuff. But getting the application in, that clinches when any retro could go. Sometimes people don't apply for retirement for whatever reason, and they decide they want to, and they can get maybe 6 months retro. So there is that. Um, they do say this too. If you receive benefits and are under full retirement age and you think your earnings will be different than you originally told us, let us know right away. I think that's because they're trying to make sure there isn't an overpayment. So, like if you work more than you thought and you might not be entitled to your full early retirement check, but it's going to be reduced in some way, they recommend you tell them so that they can adjust your early retirement check and you don't have that little bang there coming at you. All right. They say that there is a different work test for beneficiaries working outside of the United States. We're not going to go into that. They do have a couple cool links at the bottom, examples of how they deduct earnings from the benefits and how work affects your benefits. So it looks like a little PDF you can go check out there. But anyway, yeah, early retirement, you can earn a nice little decent part-time salary without any implications. And in fact, like I said, that those earnings are going to be Social Security taxed, like all earnings, and it can help your benefit in the end, particularly if you are a lower income lifetime earner. Okay. All right. Thanks for the question, Donald. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you. Oh, if you're still around, tomorrow we're going to do that beta on live Q&A at lunchtime, 1 o'clock Eastern, for anyone who cares to join. I don't even know if anyone's going to be around. So I'm just going to turn it on and I will have my work with me anyway. I'm sure there's going to be a couple things I could comment on regardless, but if you have a question and answer that is amenable to being answered online, live, let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.